Hello, everybody. Hope you're having a good Sunday afternoon or whenever you're watching this, whatever day. Hope it's going good for you. So it's been a little bit, at least I think over a week since I did a video, at least since I posted one. I actually did a video yesterday. I'm sure this happened to most of you where you did a video and it stopped recording at some point and you've been talking for 10 minutes and you lost it all. So that happened to me yesterday. Oh well. So, I'm actually doing a VR to Paladin Piper's mystery GAW. And, of course, he's asked this really great, deep question. Last words. What would your last words be, and who would you say it to? And he did a second video last night, kind of talking a little bit about the backstory of why he asked that question. It was really good. Highly recommend watching that. I think we all have moments in our lives where we ponder and think about, things like this. I had a friend in college. I didn't know him actually really well. He wasn't a close friend, but he was somebody I knew. I think it was probably my sophomore year in college. I was living in the dorm on campus, and I was out. I had an early class, and I was out, and I noticed there was an ambulance out by the dorm, and everybody was wondering what was going on. Well, it turned out he woke up, jumped out of bed. This guy, he was a very healthy young man, very fit, very athletic, but he woke up, he was on the top bunk, jumped out of bed, and basically died right then. And it turned out he had a congenital heart defect that had been undiagnosed his whole life. And it was that moment that he ended up dying. And of course, I went to a small college. It was a big shock to everybody. And but one of the many stories that came out about him in the days that followed, there was a student, and he was as college students are, very busy. And I can't remember what he had been doing, but he was doing something like that evening he'd gone off to the local mission and helped feed the homeless or something, and then was rushing back to maybe a job or back to the library on campus or something. But anyway, this gal asked him, what? Why are you doing all this, and why are you trying to do this thing while you're also going to school? And he gave the answer about something along the lines, and this was the night before he died. He says, I've got to do this because you don't know if you're going to have another day. And so that, of course, hit especially home after he actually did die. One of those things that, makes you take stock. My own answer to Paladin's question is the same answer I think just about everybody has given. Not everybody, but quite a few people. Is that I would tell my wife one more time that I loved her. But I got to thinking too, I've been doing something since my boys have been born that are also kind of, in a way, my own answer to this question for them. Is I've been, for each of them, I've got a journal for each of them that I've been keeping over the years. And it's a combination of just writing about significant milestones in their lives, things that happened, little tidbits or insights. Sometimes I'll write about nothing that really happened, but maybe relate it to something that happened, or a piece of advice that I want to give to them, just about life in general. But overall, it's something I want to pass on to them, something tangible that they can have, that ultimately is just saying that I love them. I love them and I care about them. So I guess in some ways that might be my last words to them. Which I hope is many years down the road. But I don't want to take it for granted with anybody, my wife, my kids, anybody I care about in my life, that they just know that I love them. So that needs to be a priority in all of our lives. And something not to take for granted. It's an interesting question, and I'm glad, Paladin, you asked that question. And the more you think about it, the deeper it gets, because it can be a really quick answer. Like I thought pretty quick it would have to be my wife, but the more it makes you think, how well have I communicated that now? And I hope I have, every day. And other people in my life too. So anyway, that's my thoughts on that question. Oh, and Paladin wanted to know what door. I think I'm going to go with door number 2. At any rate, I guess that'll be all for now. Hope you're all well, and I hope you have a great Sunday, great rest of your weekend. Talk to you later.